What's going on, everybody? This is your guy, your friend Rolandas. And for those who doesn't know me, I had a few procedures done with Dr. Bruno Ferreira in Portugal almost 7 months ago, and I decided to create this very channel just to talk about no bullshit, what's going on basically in hair transplant or hair loss. When I was doing my research, I couldn't find a lot of good information out there because seems like most of it is just biased, or people just trying to show, let's say for example, the hair transplant in the best case scenario, in best light, in the best angles and so on, so which is not necessarily true. And if you're gonna be like shopping for a hair transplant, pretty much you're gonna be misled quite a lot, and afterwards you're gonna be unhappy. You need to remember that the hair transplant is pretty much an illusion of density only. So people who are trying to tell you or to show you that it looks pretty much the same like native hair, it's absolutely BS. And I've seen so much bad misinformation that I have decided that, you know what, I'm gonna create my own channel. I'm just gonna be talking about my personal experience with different medications, with the hair transplant as well that I had just recently done. I'm gonna be talking about my personal hair loss and hopefully encourage you guys to start taking the right steps. Because, for example, for myself, I knew about the medication called Finasteride for almost like already 6 years ago back then, but I never decided to start it because I was so afraid after I was reading online all of these bullshit horror stories that your dick gonna fall off and you're gonna have the shitload of the side effects. And after almost 6 years I finally get courage to start using this medication, and ever since it's been one of the best decisions in my life. I've been around Norwood 2 to 3 when I first heard about the medication. And I finally decided to start it when I was like Norwood 5A. Is that what you want to do as well? If not, make sure to subscribe to this channel so you stay informed on the proper things that works. I would like to say thank you for those of you that are reaching out to me on different platforms, saying how my content helped them to decide whether or not take the plunge with the hair transplant or the different medications. That some of the videos even opened their eyes on how the good hair transplant should look like. And as always, I'm trying to do all my best to answer all of your questions, guys. But today I would like to address one of the common questions that I'm getting is in terms of my mid-scalp and crown. So if you've been following me for quite a while, you know that I had a hair transplant done only in the frontal area over here. So whatever you see right now in the front is pretty much everything transplanted. It's been transplanted like, what, 7 months ago, and looks absolutely unbelievable. The amount of hair that can be actually, grown back in just such a short time. So it absolutely blows my mind. Although it can be life-changing to good or bad. So be careful. So many people are asking, what are my plans actually with the hair loss, with my crown and mid-scalp? Am I planning to get another hair transplant? What medications I'm taking? And am I planning to like increase the dosage of certain medications, etc., just to kind of combat my hair loss? And in this video, I'm gonna reveal for you guys everything I'm planning to do basically to tackle my hair loss and get my old hair back. If you are excited so far, make sure to hit the like button below for me. It's gonna help me a lot. So let's start from my Norwood pattern. Before surgery I was Norwood 5A, which means my hair loss starts from the hairline and it progresses all the way to the crown, like in a diffuse kind of pattern. And I still preserved the forelock, which was not really strong, it was like pretty much diffused. And it was maybe like, what, 100 hairs in there. And my crown is not that bad, it's not like a bald patch developing, but it's pretty much from the front going all the way back. It's just like balding in this Norwood 5 pattern. I spoke with Dr. Ferreira after 5 months of my procedure just to catch up, and he wanted to see how I'm progressing so far. And I asked him basically what he thinks I would need for my second surgery. He thinks I have, let's say, roughly 15 grafts per square centimeter already in my mid-scalp and crown, which is pretty thin obviously. And he wants to make around 45 grafts per square centimeter to kind of, create this illusion of density. And so we need to increase the density by 30 grafts per square centimeter. Before my first surgery, he measured the area that needs to be covered on my second surgery, which was 65 centimeters square. So if we're gonna take 65 centimeters square and multiply by 30 grafts, per centimeter square, we're gonna have around 1,950 grafts. So roughly 2,000 grafts should be needed roughly to cover my area over here. He also said due to thinness of my hair and the fact that he probably would like to come back to the hairline just to like a kind of slight touch up, he would suggest to think about roughly 2,200 to 2,500 grafts on my second surgery, which is pretty good actually. Originally I was thinking I would need another 3,000 to 4,000 grafts in there. So it's great to know that I need around, let's say, 2,500 grafts to kind of finish it off and be pretty much as close as possible to be a full set of hair. And this leads me to what I'm taking currently. So right now I'm on 1 milligram of Finasteride. I'm using a Propecia brand, 1 milligram every day. A good 10-11 months, 1 milligram every day. I started on microdosing. I was using 0.25 milligram twice a week actually, and they slowly build up and increase the dosage. And that's, by the way, I'm very thankful to Dr. Bruno Ferreira, because he kind of encouraged me to go right away full dose because of my aggressive androgenetic alopecia. So yeah, and I'm glad I did. No side effects that I can find, and yeah, I've seen quite, good stabilization. So originally my hair loss kind of stopped, I think, at around 5 to 6 months. I really didn't see pretty much almost any hair loss or like shedding at all, which was extremely great to see. But then shedding came back at around month 10 to 11. I noticed like increased shedding. I started seeing some hairs on my desk when I'm working, or more in the shower when I'm shampooing my hair. I was like, or even combing through it. Like right now, there is literally nothing. I mean, really trying to take it out. There you go. There is one hair. There is one hair, but I really need to try hard to do it. So at month 10 to 11, I've seen quite a substantial shedding, much more than it was before that. I was a little bit, worried. And then I found out that actually you can experience the whole efficacy of finasteride up to 2 years. So going from 0 to 2 years time, you can still keep seeing more and more improvements. So it's probably my hair was pretty much miniaturized, and the anagen growth cycle was pretty short. So like, I don't know, maybe 6-8 months or something. So after that, whether or not you're on any medication, the hair will shed. And after that, if you're on a medication and if it's working for you, it's gonna grow thicker and longer, because your anagen growth phase is gonna be longer, extended. So I'm pretty sure that's exactly what I'm experiencing, because right now, already over a month, I didn't have any shedding, and I see so much more hair sprouting all over my mid-scalp and crown, which is great to see. And overall, like the illusion of density looks much better. It looks actually, right now it looks much better than I was looking, let's say, 4 months ago in my mid-scalp and crown. So the other things I'm using currently is I'm using vitamin D3 basically, because we cannot get really much sun here in England. I'm not using a big dose, 4,000 international units. It's kind of like a standard measurement basically for vitamin D3, just once a day, nothing serious. Also I'm using Msm Tablets, and this particular one is together with vitamin C. Vitamin C is quite great as well. I'm not taking a proper multivitamins that would contain vitamin C, so decided to, why not to get it done. And I'm taking 2 tablets of this particular one, which has 1,200 milligrams of methylsulfonylmethane. Anyways, what MSM does. MSM basically promotes growth of your hair, of your nails. And what I noticed that the hair started to grow way much faster. And the nails as well, especially, by the way. So that's like the easiest indication. The hair is growing, you can really sometimes notice, but the nails are growing so fast. But anyways, yeah, absolutely great thing if you want to kind of speed up your hair growth, especially after the transplant, because I'm planning to keep using it after my second transplant as well, like 1 year after my second transplant, and then I'm just gonna drop it because, I wouldn't really care too much about how fast my hair is growing, you know what I mean? Also, I'm taking Ecofen, like vitamins for hair, which is, something that Dr. Ferreira specifically advised to. I'm not really particular fan of such, supplements. I mean, it's not gonna hurt you, but this particular one just has like, biotin and some like other, vitamins B and zinc and whatnot. So, which is again, not something substantial. Even the biotin doesn't really have a lot. It has like 0.15 milligrams, which is 300% compared to your normal daily dose. And if you look online, there're gonna be some biotin supplements that they have like up to what 10,000 milligrams, which is like what 2,000 or so percentage of your daily normal dose. So I wouldn't say this is like has a lot of biotin, but just have, I guess, like just a minimum amount, just to kind of make it the hair look nice and shiny or whatnot, and also have zinc, which is great. So yeah, I mean, it's not something super important, but it wouldn't hurt just to make your hair overall look better. But it will not gonna help you to stop your hair loss.
Very important.
In terms of shampoos and whatnot, so right now what I'm still using the Johnson & Johnson's baby shampoo. You can really easily buy it like in any local store. I paid for this bottle like £2 or £3, I guess. It's like I got it already for like a good two or 3 months. It's super cheap, very good, no any parabens and whatnot, all this nasty stuff in there. Cleans pretty good, it's foaming, everything is absolutely perfect with this shampoo. And to be honest, there is no really big reason to try to, to find a specific caffeine shampoo, whatnot bullshit. It really will never gonna stop your hair loss, because unless you're gonna keep those specific shampoos on your head like for an hour, so then it might do something. But basically, in short, it's just a marketing move just to sell to desperate people some natural remedies, whatnot, which is complete BS. Don't buy into it. Just use whatever shampoo you like. There is of course one particular one which has kind of proven a little bit, which was a ketoconazole shampoo. Again, you would need to keep it on your head at least for 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes best, to kind of so it can have the chance to penetrate your skin. And ketoconazole was been shown that it can work almost as effective as 2% minoxidil. But again, in the studies, I think they've been using like a ketoconazole cream, not shampoo, and it's a bit different. But anyways, I'm using Nizoral, very well-known shampoo. It's like super cheap. It's not the best, but I'm using it once a week, once 2 weeks, pretty much. Like I'm just putting on my scalp, keeping it there for 5-10 minutes. I never had, to be honest, any dandruff or any other problems with my scalp since then. And people always noticing on my videos that my scalp looks very nice and healthy and clean. So I'm attributing to this one. So yeah, again, it's not a big of a deal if you're not gonna use it, but it's not gonna hurt you very much. And currently what I'm using to style my hair is obviously, for most of you, it's not a secret. I'm using Dermach. If I'm going out somewhere, if I know that picture's gonna be taken, I'm using some Dermach on my mid scalp and crown. In the front, I don't really need any more, because it looks pretty nice, pretty dense, and looks good. So I'm using this one. Dermach is amazing because it's waterproof, so you can pretty much go out, work out and whatnot. Nothing is gonna happen. Then I'm using I bought some Blumen, hybrid cream clay, only because it's very nice for thin and fine hair, pretty much like my own. Just to style it. You can check out one of my previous videos. Again, I just put it over here just for you to have a look how it looks. And also Topic, sometimes I'm using less and less, but between month 4 and 5 I was using a bit more if I'm going out somewhere, because like hair fibers, basically they're gonna give you a really good like illusion of density when just sprinkle all over. But the problem with them is just it's very easy to blow them away with any wind or water or something. So you'll absolutely have to use like some hairspray to kind of fix them in place. But the further I am after the transplant, the less I feel the need to do it. Even right now, I'm just walking like that, pretty much on the streets, whatnot. Like, it doesn't really bother me, to be honest. If you want to pick up any of those products, I'm gonna make sure to hit you with a link in the description down below. So everything gonna be in one nice place for you if you want to try it out. This is pretty much what I'm using right now. I'm not planning to do anything else until my second surgery. Some people have been asking why not, going back to microneedling with minoxidil and whatnot. So the biggest reason for this is that you will keep your gains from microneedling only while you actually do it. It's the same way like with everything, like Finasteride, minoxidil and whatnot. So if I'm gonna have a transplant on my mid-scalp and crown, I would not gonna be able to microneedle for at least 6 months afterwards. And which is more probably even gonna be like 1 year. I would like rather, make sure my skin gonna heal properly, If I would start doing it right now, I'm gonna gain some more hair. So when I'm gonna go for my second procedure, Dr. Ferrer will see that I will need less grafts. So he's gonna implant less grafts. And then for the next 6 months, I'm not gonna be able to microneedle. Thus, I'm gonna lose all the gains that I gained from it. So overall, the result gonna be a bit thinner than it should have been in the first place, if you know what I mean. So I'm trying to avoid this situation when I would need to pretty much to go for a third round once again to kind of like to finish the look. So that's my current plan. Not change anything. Keep the way it is. After my second procedure though, like around 10 months or so, I'm planning to start microneedling together with minoxidil. Either it's going to be oral, possible, or topical. So I think I covered everything. Of course, if you got still more questions, hit them in the comments down below. I'll try to answer all of them as always. Also, as soon as I'm gonna post this video, I'll make sure to stay online for the next couple of hours to answer all of your questions. So if you've got any, make sure to comment down below right now. There's more great content coming up very soon, so if you're looking forward to it, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Like this video, that will help a lot, and I'll see you in the next one. Methylsulfonylmethane.